Hi, Michael here. In this video, I wanted to give you my tips as a software engineering manager as to how to become a software engineer without a computer science degree. I recruit software engineers on a regular basis, and what I wanted to talk about was the concerns that I would have about someone who did not have a computer science degree, and if you are in that position, how you would overcome these. If you are interested in becoming a software engineer, I will be doing more videos, so please subscribe. I personally do not have a computer science degree. And before I go on, I think it's absolutely possible if you don't have a computer science degree to get a role in software engineering. The truth is, once you have that first role, no one really is concerned about what degree you have. People only really care about whether you can solve their problems. So firstly, let's look at the barriers you will face as someone without a computer science degree who wants to become a software engineer. I will give you my tips as to how to overcome these. Then, at the end, I will suggest the one thing that you can do which will really improve your chances of getting a software engineering role.
The first barrier you're likely to face is that recruiters and people like myself may think you don't have the knowledge, or that you don't have the depth of knowledge that would be required for a job as a junior software engineer. So it's up to you to convince them. Let's start with your CV or resume. If you have no relevant experience in technology, then having a certification or having attended a boot camp is, in my opinion, essential if you want to become a software engineer. If you have attended a boot camp, as someone who looks at CVs and resumes, what I'm looking for is some description of what subjects were covered by the boot camp and, of course, the technologies worked with. So please list these in a compact way in your CV or resume. The same applies if you have attended a postgraduate technology conversion course at a university. Please list out the subjects that you studied and any projects that you worked on. The next way to show you have no issues with the required knowledge to become a software engineer is to ace the technical questions or test. Spend a lot of time on this. Prepare for testing on the specific technologies you're targeting, plus general computer science questions. Sites like algoexpert.com and the book Cracking the Coding Interview have good sections on these type of questions. There are no guarantees, but if you do the things I've suggested, then you will go some way to convincing someone that you have the required knowledge to become a software engineer without having a computer science degree, and they may give you an interview. The next barrier to becoming a software engineer I want to talk about is lack of experience. Now you might be thinking, well, how do I get experience without being a software engineer? In which case, you probably would not be watching a video like this on how to become a software engineer. Well, here are some suggestions. The aim is just not to have nothing to talk about. Have something to talk about. If you're in work currently, would it allow you to do some work shadowing in your IT department? Are you able to work on another area of technology, support or testing applications? For instance, sometimes jobs like that might be easier to get. What about volunteering, helping to create or even update a website for a school or other educational institution? Having a portfolio. Speaking honestly, I haven't always looked at people's portfolios when I've been sent them. Sorry. A great portfolio to me isn't going to be a difference between giving someone an interview and not. Maybe others would disagree. From a learning point of view though, I would really recommend it. A simple ordering system which talks to a database is always a good start, maybe a to-do list. Building these applications, you're going to run into problems, you're going to have to overcome them, and that's how you learn. So definitely recommend having a portfolio, but not for the reason of it's going to swing an interview for you. The final method I want to talk about of gaining experience would be freelancing, like doing work through sites like Upwork or Fiverr. That would be great experience if you can get it. The problem about getting this kind of work is it's difficult. You're going to be going against experienced developers from within your country and possibly other countries. And in that sort of situation, having no experience or little experience, it will be hard to stand out. But if you can do it, well, all credit to you. And if I saw that on a CV, that might swing you an interview. Okay, in this video so far on how to become a software engineer without a degree, we have talked about overcoming the knowledge barrier, overcoming the experience barrier. To finish off, I want to talk about something that can really help you with getting a job if you have no computer science degree, and that is networking. Now, networking is a fancy name for just getting to know more people. In this case, the sort of people we want to get to know are software engineers. When we want to get to know a certain sort of people, we have to find the places they hang out in. This can be offline or online. Meetup, hackathons, career events, these are all places where you may meet software engineers or people from technology companies. I have 3 recommendations for you. Show up, ask for some advice, get some contact details, and then maybe connect on LinkedIn afterwards. This is about building your network, laying the groundwork for your search for that first software engineer job. And it will also give you an idea of the state of the market, and you learn the terminology that software engineers use, and potentially what technologies there is demand for in your area.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of this video on how to become a software engineer without a computer science degree. Please check out my previous video, Fastest Parts into Software Engineering here, and good luck with your software engineering journey, and see you on the next video. Thanks, goodbye.